First tonight, a development in the double murder case against disbarred Lowcountry attorney Alex Murdaugh. Today, the prosecution presented video that appears to show Alex Murdaugh at the scene where his wife and son were killed. Through testimony, we learned the timestamp on the video shows he was there just minutes before Maggie and Paul are believed to have been shot. Here's Nick Neville.
This is a significant development because Alex Murdaugh had claimed in interviews with investigators that he was taking a nap at the time of this video at the main house. He says he last saw his wife and son at dinner. When this video played out in the courtroom today, Alex Murdaugh could be seen rocking back and forth and crying. SLED forensics expert Lieutenant Brett Dove testified that the video was recorded at 8:45 p.m. 3 distinct voices can be heard. Prosecutors say those are the voices of Maggie, Paul, and Alec.
Get back. Get back. Quit, Cash. Come. Quit. That's okay. Come here. It's not bad. Come here, Cash. Shit. Come here. Post it. Cash.
Hey, he's got a bird in his mouth.
Hey, Bubba.
That's a guinea.
This is a chicken.
Come here, Bubba.
Come here, Cash.
Come here, Bubba.
Cash. Quit.
Come here, Bubba.
The last person Paul spoke to on the phone was Rogan Gibson, whose dog can be seen in that video. He took the stand today saying the Murdaughs were like a second family to him. When asked about that video, Rogan testified.
And what voices did you hear?
Paul's, Miss Maggie, Miss Alec.
And how sure are you now?
Positive.
100%?
That's correct.
Prosecutors say the murders happened less than 5 minutes after the video was recorded. Earlier testimony from Lieutenant Dove showed Maggie and Paul both received texts at 8:49 that were never read. Dove also testified to phone activity and movement from Maggie, Paul, and Alec's phones, saying that Maggie's phone indicated 5 missed calls from Alec on the night of the murders. But those calls were missing from data pulled from Alec's phone.
So at some point between when those calls were placed on the night of June 7th and when you got the phone in September, those calls disappeared off that phone, correct?
Those calls are not on the phone anymore. Okay. How it happened, I don't know.
Okay. Did you do anything in your investigation, in your extraction or analysis to potentially remove those calls?
No, sir, I did not.
In cross-examination of Lieutenant Dove, the defense asserted that Alex Murdaugh could not be the killer because the phones of Alec and Maggie were not at the same place when Maggie's phone recorded its last movements. Alec's phone was recording steps at that time. Maggie's was not. In Walterboro, I'm Nick Neville.
All right, Nick, thank you. And in cross-examination, Rogan Gibson, Paul's friend, testified he could think of no circumstances where Alec would murder Maggie and Paul.